Hello everyone, this is General Hand Grenade. Welcome to my war room in Prince George, British Columbia. We have reached the winter of 1916 and it's Germany's turn. There's going to be a couple restrictions, or a few of them actually, this turn. So there's not going to be any rail movement in Russia, and the Russian factories have limited production, which is Russia's problem, not ours. But the other thing is, though, is that Europe, all the manpower icons are going to be -1, except like you can't go below 0. So if you got a manpower of 1, it's still 1. But a 3 would go down to a 2. So there's that. There's not going to be any amphibious assaults anywhere in Europe this turn, or yeah, this round. And also there's 4 of the sea zones are restricted. So 4 of the northernmost sea zones, A13, 14, A8, and A9. And also no Lend-Lease, and I would assume that means no cash and carry going through those zones as well. Anyway, let's get to Germany's turn here. So they have 54 IPP. You can see what I'm purchased here. A couple of fighters, 5 infantry, an armored car, 4 submarines, a sea mine, and I'm purchasing 1 die as well. I've got 1 free roll and I'm purchasing another one. So let's do our technology roll here. Okay, so what are we doing? Let's see. Counter battery fire, which is at stage 1 now. Hurricane bombardment is on stage 2. And let's see. Fighter evolution. Let's go for fighter evolution. Oh, wait a minute. I can't go for fighter evolution because it's only 1916 and I already have 1917 fighters. Okay. Okay. So let's go for improved logistics then. Okay. So in that order. Here we go. 10, 11, and 3. So didn't get the improved logistics, but got the counter battery fire to stage 2 and got the hurricane bombardment to stage 3. So that's not too bad. I can live with that. Okay, let's do the diplomacy. So orange is going to be the Netherlands and blue is going to be Norway. Norway's been flirting with me for a long time, but they they just don't want to go for it. Come on, Norway. It's about time. Hey, got Norway. Netherlands is a 12, though. Anyway, finally got Norway. Okay, let's just set this up here because I got to change these around. Okay. So, let's see here. There's 3 territories there. Okay, that one, and that one. And there's going to be 2 infantry and a militia. Okay. Let's put this infantry here. This one over here. So there's 2 infantry in southern Norway and 1 in Finnmark. And then a militia in southern Norway as well. So these are off. And more importantly, there is a cruiser and a torpedo boat destroyer. So there we go. Okay. So that means I am going to make this combat move. So I was saying the sea zones that were restricted from, that's this one and this one, and then the ones that are out here north. But this one is not restricted, A12. So yeah, I guess I'm ready to make combat moves now. Okay, so look at, we're going to come in here with the ships, except let's keep – Let's keep a pre-dread and a destroyer out here. And so that means in here will be 3 in here, and A12 will be 3 dreadnoughts, 2 pre-dreadnoughts, a destroyer, a cruiser, and a commander. The commander is effective because he does have the destroyer. So also we're going to do an attrition attack from Bavaria to Lorraine as usual. Let's see here. Don't want to knock anybody over. Okay. Now it's winter time, so we can only go 1 round. So I don't know if I'll get this or not, but Dawson was kind enough to leave me some opportunities. So this is going to be one. This is just a walk-on, and it's not worth any money, Estonia. So I got that one, which means that I will get a free diplomacy roll next turn. And then I'm going to go with all of these guys here. Not the guys from Lithuania. Just the guys from Latvia and the guys from Grodno province. So there's a bunch of units there, and I've already got the dice picked out and everything. And then he's going to have an artillery, an effective commander, and with observation from a plane, and 4 infantry. And he was lucky enough last time to get defense in depth, so that is a trench line. What else? Okay. So down in the Mediterranean there, let's see, where is it? This is actually a combat move to do this. So I'm going to lay a sea mine down here at C zone M8. There we go. All right. And there's going to be an attrition attack down in South America, but that's it. Just 1 artillery is going to fire down there. And I do believe that's it. So let's get to the rolling. Okay. Let's just do that attrition roll right now. So it's 1 at 1. Down Gran Chaco to whatever that place is. Pampas, I think. Okay, missed it. All right. And then we're going to do the attack in Russia. So I've got 4 artillery at 4. There's, I just better check again. Yeah, there's not going to be any terrain to worry about. So here we go. So this is first strike, 4 at 4. And I got 1, 2. So 2 hits for me. And then he has got 1 at 4 for his artillery. Oop, he just missed. That's a 5. Sorry, bud. And then these are the other dice. So this is all the infantry. Like I've got 4 infantry that are upgunned, plus a Jaeger with the commander, so they're at 4. And then 5 infantry at 3, because all they have is a commander. They don't have the artillery paired with them. Yep, that's everybody. So let's do it. Now I've got to get him on this round here. Oh, wait a minute. I hit him twice, so he's got to take 2 things off. So, you know, Dawson, because you still have a trench line, I got to think that you probably want to take the artillery and the fighter, because those other guys are going to roll at 7 for you. So I'm going to do that for you. If you don't like that, then that's fine. They're still going to roll at 7 because there's only 1 round, and the commander had observation to begin the round of combat. So they're still going to get the +1. But I think that would be best. If it was me, that's what I would choose. Okay, here we go. At 4s and 3s. Okay, that's 1, Ooh, that's not a very good roll at all. Just one hit. Oh, darn. Okay. And for him, he has got 4 at 7, and he's already rolled that. Gotta dig it out of there. He's already rolled the artillery. Okay, here we go. 4 at 7. Geez, only 1. Wow. So that was a pretty ineffective attack. Okay. Anemic. So 1 off of him. And 1 off of me. I'll take the guy off in Grodno province. I didn't bother moving them because I wanted to move them all back to where they were. So that's this attack done. Okay. Wouldn't be a general hand grenade turn if I didn't kick everybody all over the board first. Okay, and that's done. Okay, let's do the naval attack. So here we go. Now, I have got a commander and he does not. So let's just see what we got here. 3 dreadnoughts, so they will be at 9. 2 pre-dreads will be at 8. And a cruiser will be at 7. So 1 at 7. 2 at 8. 3 at 9. Yeah, that's it. Okay, here we go. Oh, you know what? I did hit him once there. So that, oh, I did take his infantry off. Okay. Here we go. Okay. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. So I riddled you with bullets. Okay. And he has got a cruiser at 6 and a torpedo, nope, pre-dread at 7. Okay. 6 and 7. Okay, here we go. And he got 1 hit. All right. So that will be these 2 off, the cruiser and the pre-dread. And for these guys, I will take a hit on 1 of my dreadnoughts. All right. Where are we here? Oh, it's over here on the task force marker. Okay. I think that's it, isn't it? Oh no, it's the attrition attack. I knew there was something else. Okay. So that's a 14 at 1. And 3 at 2. There we go. Come on now. 1, 2, 3. So all the heavy artillery hit. Huh. Nice roll with the heavy artillery for sure. If I had spent my gas, I would have got 3 more hits. Damn. I almost did it, you know, just before I started rolling. I almost said, you know what, I'm going to spend the gas. Anyway, so 3 hits there for you, Tim, in Lorraine. I'll mark that for you. Okay. Get this dice and mark a 3 here. And that attack is done. Okay. You know what? I don't have any other non-combat moves down south. What I do have is couple in the Mediterranean though. So this pre-dread is going to go from M6 to M5. And I'm going to take 2 infantry from Thessaly. And I'm going to move them to Bavaria. So I'll just put them on the task force marker over here. And I do believe that's it. Oh, no, it isn't, sorry. Let's move this back a bit so you can see. I think what I'll do is I'll move one of these infantry from Lithuania to Latvia, and 3 infantry from East Prussia to Lithuania. And that's it for there. There's a trench fighter in Berlin. We're going to move him to Bavaria. There we go. And that looks like about it. Okay. Let me just walk over here and look, make sure I don't want to do anything. Yeah, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to move 1 infantry from Gran Chaco to Buenos Aires. I think my last turn I kept calling it Rio, but it's not. It's Buenos Aires. You'd think I know that. They don't even speak the same language. Okay, let's flip this around. Okay. So I have 3 recruitment rolls. Yeah, I do. 3 recruitment rolls. The green one is the Federales, the red one is Chile, the blue one is Argentina. I'll let you know if I got one or not. Okay, just missed. Ooh, Argentina got one. That's good. So, you know what? Let's put an infantry back in Gran Chaco. I'll show you when I do a disposition what it looks like over here. Okay. Okay. So let's place the units. Okay. I'm going to put 2 infantry in Western Germany. So there we go. And I'm going to put 2 infantry and 2 fighters in Bavaria. I'm going to put an armored car here in Warsaw. And, okay, 2 submarines in C Zone A11. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I got to move these guys down here. So I moved the cruiser and the torpedo boat destroyer from A10 to A11. And I'm placing 2 submarines in C Zone A11. Okay. And then 2 submarines in C Zone M6, where I have You know what? They're going to go import in my submarine base. Let me just grab an import marker here. You know what? I can grab it later. So then the last thing is this infantry. Let's go south here. Okay. So I assume that I'll just be hanging on here for the rest of the game as well as I can. I'll put this guy in Buenos Aires. So down here I've got a transport in port, 3 infantry and an artillery in Buenos Aires. I've got an infantry in Patagonia. I've got 7 infantry and an artillery in Gran Chaco. I've got a militia in Chile, and that's it for there. Mexico hasn't changed. Looks like I got 3 infantry and 3 militia in Chihuahua and 1 militia in Baja. Nothing in Africa. I still got the infantry in Burma and the colonial infantry in Baja. In the Mediterranean, I've placed a sea mine with that submarine in Sea Zone M8, and those 2 submarines are in port in M6. I happen to have a import marker over here. There we go. There. So you can see that there now. And then there's there's a pre-dread and a transport in Sea Zone M5. I just noticed I had 2 infantry in Rome. You know what? I'm going to leave them there. Okay. So over here, this is what I have in A12. A damaged dreadnought and 2 undamaged dreadnoughts, a commander, 2 pre-dreads, a cruiser, a destroyer, and that's it. In A11, there's a cruiser, 2 destroyers, a pre-dread, and 2 submarines. This would be Western Germany. There's 7 infantry and 5 trucks. And this would be in Bavaria. So I believe there's 21 infantry, 14 artillery, 3 heavy artillery, a tank, 4 balloons, a commander, 3 trench fighters, phosgene gas, 2 fighters. Did I mention them? Okay. Okay, let's go over to Russia. In Russia, we have a colonial infantry in Estonia. We have 2 artillery, 5 infantry, and a Jaeger in Latvia, 4 infantry in Lithuania, 5 infantry, a colonial infantry, 2 artillery, a fighter, and a commander in Grodno province. We've got colonial infantry and an armored car in Warsaw, colonial infantry in Congress, Poland, 2 infantry in Thessaly, and 2 infantry in southern Greece. Forgot to mention those guys when I was down there. And I do believe that's it. So, okay. Now, I believe I'm at 39 now because I did lose one on the American turn, but I gained one just now in southern Norway, and Netherlands is at stage 2, so I get to collect for that as well. So that's 40 Plus I have a bonus of 3. That's 43. Plus my wartime income. Here we go. 4. So 47. That sucks. 25, 26, 27, 47. There we go. And that's it. That's my turn. So thanks for joining me today, everyone. Up next will be the French. Take care, everyone. General Hand Grenade out.